Oh, hi everyone. Good evening. I'm Scott from the Old Curiosity Shop, and it's nice to be back in the dining room of the 1925 bungalow. Good evening, folks. If you are in my part of the country, or the part of the country that I live in, you have been able to turn some air conditioning off for several days. Well, unless you like it really cold. Hi, good folk. Hi, Karen, and thank you for moderating tonight and putting all the starts and stops in. And happy Monday to you too, Lynn. And hello, Dollhouse Adventure. You make me think about getting my dollhouse, the big 1920 Tudor Revival dollhouse, which I did move. It's down in the basement. I know you haven't really seen me do too much with it. I haven't really been messing with it. I haven't found anything new for it. I'm still working on the wiring, or I haven't done that yet. I don't know. But oh, you think about that dollhouse, the one? Yeah, it's down in my basement, probably right now filling itself up with spider webs, which makes it even better. You do have some furniture. Now, that is very sweet of you and kind-hearted, but I must tell you, I'm very selective about the furniture for that. Because I'm only putting into it old furniture that would have been made at the time that dollhouse was. Oh, you do know that I want the old stuff. Okay, well then let's chat. Because if you've got some dollhouse furniture from the 20s and 30s, I can yeah, we'll chat about that, because I'm really trying to get all of the rooms decorated. I still need a lot for the kitchen. Hi, Betty. Hi, Donna. Did you shake, rattle, and roll the other day, Donna, up there in North Jersey? We had another earthquake, but it wasn't like the one, I didn't feel it like the one we felt the last time. Woo! You know, I didn't feel that earthquake. I heard it. Not the one that we just had a couple days ago, but the one, was it last summer? Whenever it was, I forget. You didn't feel it in Staten Island? And you're so close to Jersey. Be sure. Oh, thank you. Hi, Jeffrey. Well, thank you. Jeffrey, are you going to be hanging around? Hanging around. Karen is going to do the starts and the stops. It scared the hell out of you. This one that you just had, the one that we just had. Would you call the winners, Jeffrey? Old Hadley Vintage. Would you call the winner? You don't have to, because I've got everything set up. I can do it, and I've done the whole thing on my own before. But gee, it's nice when I have help. We have the wildfire smoke too. It's kind of been. It would have been a really totally sunny day, but the Canadian wildfire smoke. That's hard to say. Clouded it up a little bit. Well, thank you. I appreciate that. So Karen has asked to do the. I'm sorry. Karen is kindly going to do the starts and stops, and Jeffrey is kindly going to do, I don't know why I'm clapping, because I'm happy and I know it. And Jeffrey is going to call the winners, so thank you. More boxes are coming, Jenny. Jenny, you should have gotten about 5 or 6 12 by 12 by 22 boxes, and there's more coming. And everything from my last sales, drop sales and all of that, packed and out. So give it a minute. My email address is oldcuriosity.shop99@gmail.com. Hello, Evelyn. And I did what did I do today? Gosh, I did a front porch. Vinny is on vacation and he's posted some things. I've seen some little things that Vinny's put out. He's on vacation. Scott, I got my Carvel before you came. Oh, you got your ice cream before you came on? Is that what you're talking about? What kind of bowl of ice cream did you get? Vinny's on vacation. He's fine. In fact, I was just working on the video. It should be ready to come out tomorrow. Yeah, I did a front porch thrift haul earlier today. I also was working on the thrift haul video. I'm sorry, I'm looking all over the place. I know I need to look here, so you're looking at me, but I have to look down here so I can see the comments. I don't know what I was telling you. I don't know. I don't know what it was. Yes, I do. Speaking of Vinny, he was here a couple of weeks ago. I never put that video out. I was working on it this evening just before I went live now, just before tonight's live. So that, I think, will come out tomorrow. And we are in August, and you know what, chicken butt? I start gathering up all the autumn items because I am Scotty on the spotty, not the potty, when it comes to my autumn extravaganzas. There's going to be 2 autumn extravaganzas, okay? So I'll let you know. But the first one is going to be Labor Day. That's a Monday, I think. It's always a Monday. And it's the first Monday in September. The second Monday in September, I'm going to carry over Autumn Extravaganza to the Two Chaps live sale. And I don't know if David is going to be able to do it or not, because we have our meetup a week after that, and I don't know how early they're traveling. I haven't talked to him yet. So anyway, the first 2 Monday nights in September, because I know a lot of you like to decorate early, will be Autumn Extravaganzas. What is that noise? Oh. No, Carmen, I have not even finished the Ocean Grove trip because I have been I haven't, but I'm working on it. That's going to take me a while because I want that to be really nice. And we've had you in our prayers. I hope, you got through Saturday okay. Somebody asked me about Columbus. As the plan exists right now, the Revive It sisters and I shall be selling at the Columbus, New Jersey flea market through the whole month of October. And we're probably only going to be there on Sundays. Now, Thursday is the antique day. I shop there on Thursdays, and I used to sell there on Thursdays once in a while. But the girls are working. So the girls and the boy will be there Saturday mornings, and it should be Sunday mornings. And it should be every Sunday in October, if it doesn't rain. We plan on it because we're going to get a spot for the month. And we don't know what our spot will be, but you'll find us because we'll be loud and proud, making all kinds of noise. And if you come to meet us on a Sunday, yeah, I go on Thursdays too, Marie. I love it on Thursdays. The name of the place is called the Columbus, New Jersey Flea Market. And people come from Staten Island, Christina, because Columbus isn't really halfway to Manhattan, but it's you know, you're an hour and a half, I think, from parts from Manhattan. Yeah, about that. Maybe a little bit less. I don't know, depending on how you drive, how the turnpike is. So, yeah, I can't believe we're already talking about autumn extravaganzas and selling in October. You know, I'm always ready when autumn comes, but I love summertime, and summertime is just going by way too fast. I got to get some more time at the Jersey Shore. Oh, I can see you. Yeah. You can see me there. Please do. Please do. Okay, so anyway, it's 10 after 8. This is just a typical, what's too fat? This is a, fast. What's too fast? Oh, the summer is going by too fast. I know. I'm usually like, I'm ready for autumn, usually. I don't want summer to go. Autumn is my favorite season, but I don't know, every year I'm liking summer even more. Summertime. Now, tonight, I have got for yous, guys, yous. We say yous here. They say yins in Pittsburgh. A lot of glass and pottery. That's all I've got tonight is glass and pottery. So we're going to have some fun with it. Some nice pieces, I think. Some clear glass. You know, just, I don't know. Well, you saw some of it in the preview. So, oh, yeah, y'all in the South. Right, I forgot that. You people, you are now one of my elite employees. Anyway, it's weird not having like another voice. No, the Amish market isn't open on Sunday. They're open on Thursday. Normally, I have a vocal person. I mean, you know, a person who is vocalizing with me, like David or Heather. So it's just my voice tonight. Yes, there it is. Hey, Norma. And we're all good, but I just want to make sure I didn't mess up your email address. Can you double check and see if you received you did win an item in the last drop sale. You can't hear me? No, I hear you, Karen. I'm going to talk to you in a minute. Could you check, Norma, and let me know if you received that invoice? Because sometimes things get weird. If the invoice was for the item that you won in the very last drop sale, and I don't have that paper. I don't have those papers in front of me, but I'll try to keep my eye here to see if you did receive that or not. And if you did, super fantastic. If you didn't, I'll go back and check it and see if there was a glitch. Sometimes it happens. You live off flea markets? You love them. I know you mean you love them. Oh, okay, Norma. So Norma's going to check on that. And I guess we'll get started. Oh, Miss Williams. Okay, I was instructed by Miss Williams not to sell this tonight. I was going to. But she told me not to. Why? Is it something you want? So I've pulled it. I'm telling her business. I'm telling her business. So I've pulled the toothpick. Now, see, I had announced earlier today in my video on the front porch that I was selling this. So if anybody asks about it and gets mad at me, don't get mad at me. I was told to pull it. All right. No, it's not high Z. That? No. Wait, hold on. Yep, it has been shipped, Crystal, and it will arrive at your house. In fact, I think everything is out the door. The fairy lamp. And I know I use no, that's not tourist glass either. I know you didn't get to see too much of it. You are welcome. Not a problem, Crystal. And I self-identify as being slow with shipping. I know. But it is out and on its way. Hi, Melody. You are welcome. You're welcome. And I don't mind you asking it all, and please do ask. So anyway, I would now like to go ahead and get started. So everything that I sell here is, if you wanted Amazon, you would shop there. Yeah, it's just me on the floor with boxes and paper and tape. But I do get it done. And sometimes, well, anyway, everything is shipped from southern New Jersey. And I use Pirate Ship so that Pirate Ship decides whether it wants me to, it tells me which is cheaper, USPS or UPS, and they always fight each other to see which one is the cheapest. But I don't charge for boxes or paper. Huh? You just had a vision? What kind of vision did you have? Somebody said they had a vision. Oh, thank you, Elaine. I appreciate that. Yeah, me on the floor. Oh, yeah. Well, I can film it. I filmed it before. I'm always in that other room on the flow with boxes and paper and tape and labels and and I can never find my scissors. I found my ruler. And don't tell me to put it back in the same place. That doesn't work with someone who has a brain like I do. You should always put your keys back in the same place. That doesn't work for artistic people like me. It works for you left brain people, but us right brain people, we don't think like that. I never put my eyeglasses down in the same spot. Just get one for every room. Okay, why don't we get started here? I don't even know how many. Oh gosh, it's 20 after. I've been running my mouth for 20 minutes. This is terrible, terrible. And I want to be done by 10 o'clock. Okay. let's get it started, shall we? I've got, we're going to start. I've got two fantastic, not three, but two EAPG. We're going to start at $23 on these. These are antique EAPG, which stands for Early American Pattern Glass, or some people say Early American Pressed Glass. I don't quibble over which one anybody uses, and it's $23. These are antique. They are blown. They were blown in a mold. The lids are everything. Those are the original super fantastic lids. Now, you know, the holes are as they are. These may both be pepper shakers. They may both be salt shakers. But over the years, you know, somebody might have poked something in there and fiddled with the holes. But anyway, these are the original lids, and they screw on and off tightly as they should. So you can see these are going to date to, you know, circa, you know, like 1912, something like that, maybe a little bit older. Yeah, guess what happened to the third one? Somebody told me not to sell it. So $23, chip-free, crack-free. They stand 3.5 inches tall on the Early American Pressed Glass salt and pepper shakers. I do hard stops, so if I don't see a bid, I don't keep. Oh, I do see a bid. Okay, well, we're going to count it down. We have the back in the day fines has started us off at $23. The high bid now is $24, and we're going to count them down. If there are no questions, here we go. 10. Don't be shy. Remember, be in top chat. Hit refresh often. If you've got questions, get them in there early. Remember, there's always a lag, and sometimes it can be 8 seconds, 12 seconds. So if you see something you like, or if you have a question, please do not be shy. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That's it. And if you're curious why I'm doing 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, that is because Old Hadley Vintage is in Massachusetts, and he is watching for the lag, and he will account for the lag. So when the stop goes in, I'm sorry, that's Karen is doing that. And Jeffrey will call the winner. So Karen puts the stop in. Please allow Jeffrey at Old Hadley Vintage to put our winner in. So everybody hang tight, and he'll put that in. And once he does, we'll go to our next item. It looks like it may be CC at 27, but I'm waiting for Jeffrey to tell me. Oh, my neck is bothering me. CC at 27. CC, I don't know you. Would you kindly send all the information that I need, and would you do it during the show? I'm going to look on my computer, on my email, sort of during intermission to see if we got together. But since I think you're new, I don't recognize that. I do need your information while I am live to make sure that we get connected tonight so that tomorrow morning I can send you the invoice and we don't have any glitches. So if you'd like to know what I need, our moderators will put that. But please, please remember, because a lot of people will give me their name and their address, but they will forget to tell me whether they have a PayPal account or not. And I've absolutely got to know that. Whether you have a PayPal account or not. And I need the email address that's connected to your PayPal account. So all of that information at CC is right there. Old Hadley Vintage, just put that in. And then also in your email, tell me who CC is, because, and I know I'm talking a lot, but people just don't understand. Like if CC writes to me and CC just says, hi, my name is Gloria Clapsaddle, and I get all this information. You see, I don't know that Gloria Clapsaddle is CC. You understand what I'm saying? So in other words, send me your info. Okay. Kindly. For $18, we're going to do two pieces together. These are both Hazel Atlas pieces, and I'm going to group these together. is CC still here? Maybe CC is writing the email. So you get, these are made out of platinite, and platinite is it's like a milk glass type of material that Hazel Atlas had. And so you will get both of these. This is strawberry marmalade jar. There was also an apple. What other fruit was there? I know there was an apple, but this is glass, and this would be they did this in the 40s, and that's the also Hazel Atlas. Now these are chip-free, crack-free. These came in 4 colors, and they were a premium. You would get them. It was Kix cereal, I think, and gay rainbow they called it, and there were 4 colors. And so here you have the 2, the strawberry, and I just put these 2 together. They're really neat, you know, 1940s era pieces for your kitchen. I don't remember a peach. I do remember there was an apple and a strawberry. I don't remember whether there was a peach or not. I guess there could have been. So we have these 2, and again, as I said, there is no damage on either one, and you will get both of them. So you can collect the apple, yeah, and then you can also collect the other colors. There's a green, a yellow, and a red one, I think. So I don't see anything. We're going to give it another second and see if anybody jumps in at $18 to get us started on this. And if not, we'll put, that is a strawberry. Yeah, that is a strawberry. Did I miss? Okay, I don't see anything. We're going to give it another second. And if I don't get any bids for this, we're going to put a hard stop in there. I didn't see any, and we will move it along. Okay, hard stop, put it down and move along. We'll bring them back at the end. If bids come in after I say hard stop, we're bringing them back. That's just the way I roll here. All right, the stop didn't get put in there yet, so I'm going to keep going because Karen didn't put it in yet because there's a lag. But remember, please don't, if you see something that you like, I like to keep it rolling. So I'm not one to like talk 20 minutes about an item. I'll talk 20 minutes, but you know, I do like to keep it rolling. So I do see we have the opening bid of 18. We'll count it down. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That's it on the 2 pieces together, the strawberry and the gay rainbow. Gay Fad was the people who painted on the Anchor Hocking. They did the decorating. All right, the strawberry and the blue pitcher. Cheryl Miller, your bid at 18 came in after Heidi's at 18, so we'll give Jeffrey a second, and it looks like it's probably Cheryl Miller at 18, unless I missed something, and I probably have. So we'll wait for Jeffrey to tell us. You don't see Cheryl Miller at 18? Oh, Heidi Esterholm came in first. Yeah, it's Heidi at 18. I think I just reversed that in my brain. So thank you. Heidi Esterholm was first at 18. Okay. All right. Thank you, Heidi. I appreciate it. Now, also at $15, I've got 2 EAPG pieces with no lids. These did have lids. That could have been a hair receiver. That could have been a powder jar. You know, I don't know. But I do know that the lids are missing. They don't have any chips or cracks on them, and they are $15, and you will get both of them. They're unmarked, but they are old. And again, this is early American pattern glass. A lot of times I'll see the lids of silver plate. And yeah, I usually see silver plate lids, not like celluloid or anything like that. So there's one. And here's the other one. You're welcome, Heidi. So you can see here where a lid would fit on this. They're pretty, they're just lidless. That one is 4 inches tall with a 3-inch diameter. Yeah, they're all silver, silver or silver plate. Yeah. And that one is 4 inches tall with a 3-inch diameter. So I don't know if it was or not. So $15 on the 2 EAPG glass pieces for the bathroom, the vanity. I don't think these were for table use, but PA Buzzard has the opening bid of 15, and we're going to count them down. Anybody else want to jump in there? Jump in there. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. You get both pieces. 4, 3, 2, 1. That's it. Let's see who gets them. Ooh, making up for, ouch. I pulled something. All right. The EAPG goes to, is PA Buzzard my winner at 15? Okay. Thank you. Now we've got, what have we got? We got a lot. I've got a lovely bunch of coconuts. I've got a wonderful 1940s big Hazel Atlas kitchen jar. And the bidding starts at 20. No, I know someone is disappointed because someone was hoping that this was a naughty decal. And when you turn it around, you would see the bare bottom of the chef. Well, I am so sorry. But normally those naughty decals are of the pinup type ladies. We normally don't have naughty decals of men. I guess because men are the ones that usually did all the designing on these. But anyway, it's a big kitchen jar from the Depression era. Somebody in the 40s stuck that decal on there, as they would often want to do. It's a little chef there. Well, looks like he's been sampling the biscuits. He's very well proportioned. And look at that lid. That lid is fantastic. You know, an antique lid like that. And let me put the lid back on. How do you know it's Hazel Atlas? Very simple. Right there. See it? They were a huge container. Anchor Hocking, Hazel Atlas, Owens, Illinois, they made so many utilitarian type kitchen containers, not just table glass. It's nice and clear, so it's ready for your kitchen, your Hoosier cabinet, or wherever else you want to put it. It's 9 inches tall, and it 5.5. Well, and it measures 5.5 by 5.5 square. That's a big one, as big as my head. Patsy M, I think, has the high bid of 28 right now on the kitchen glass. The Hazel Atlas kitchen glass, and I'm going to count it down unless there are any questions. That was a big thing in the 30s and 40s, these decals. Everybody decorated, well, not everybody, but it was a big decorator item for kitchens and things like that. The water transfer decals, you know, and I think it's neat that that's on there. The high bid is 28. The high bid is now 34. Let's count it down. 10, 9, 8. I got a noisy chair. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That's it. I flipped when I found this. So Karen Williams will put the stop in, and when she does, oh my, now I've lost my spot. Oh, there it is. I think it's Lisa the RN at 42. Anyway, it looked like it. We'll wait for Jeffrey to tell us. Hi, Lisa. Thank you, Lisa, and thank you everybody who placed bids on that. I appreciate it. Starting at $16, I've got two cute little EAPG Comports. They don't match. They're adorable. They don't have damage. So again, this is pressed glass, not cut. They stand, I know you can't see them yet. They stand just under 5 inches tall. And both of them will come to you. What did I tell you? $16. Okay, so there they are. Aren't they nice? They're cute. What do you do with them? You do anything you want. So, 10. No, I'm kidding. A lot of these, when they were made, were for little jellies and jams, that kind of thing. They're small. And I like them. I like the size of them, and look at the patterns. I guess I'll turn them so you can see them better. These are going to date again from the 1890s into the 19-teens, when this was so popular. I plan to see you and the sisters at the flea market in October. Yay! But I plan to see you before that. I hope so. The years of EAPG were always, most of this stuff was the 1870s till about World War I. Is pretty much where you are on most of this glass. And these are just, I like them. They're small, they're pretty. You know, there's so much that can be done with these all year round, whether you're just going to serve candy out of them, or sauces, or horseradish with, those little oyster crackers. Any interest in the two EAPG Comports at $15? You get both? No, 16, whatever it was. Desert Crone starts us off at 16. I appreciate that. Anybody else want to jump in there? Too big for ice cream? Not at all. That's only like one scoop. These are small. These are little guys. The width of that is only, actually, they're like big sherbets almost. But that's not what they were manufactured as, of course. No bowl is too big for ice cream. The high bid right now is 20. That's right, Karen. Hi there, Miss D. I'm gonna see you in what? 5 weeks, 6 weeks, something like that. And I'm bringing my whoopee cushion. I'm just warning you. 10. The high bid right now is 20. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That's it on the two early American pattern glass Comports. Comport. Billy Goat. Yeah, you better say goody. Okay. CC, did you send me an email yet? Let me see if you did. Hold on for a second, everybody. You did. You did. Let's see if you gave me all the information. CC did. Wait, I got to get my eyes straightened. Okay. So it would be great, great, great. Okay, I got you, CC. You did send me an email, and I just looked, and you did. Okay, so we're all set. So CC got them for 23. Those were those two compotes. Okay. Thank you, CC. Hold on for just a second. Potentate. Scott, we love our banded rings. Oh, good, Lori. The Anchor Hocking one. With the color, with the banded rings around it. I just love that Hocking pattern. I love it. And I want some more of it. Green decanter. Oh, let's see. 15 bucks. Anybody? Now that's Bohemian glass. People will just say Bohemian glass. Okay, so we'll just say that. Whether it's Czechoslovakian or, that whole area that would have been known as Bohemia. So this doesn't have its little cordials with it. They're gone, but it would have. I have 2 of these. I think I'm only going to sell this one unless anybody flips out over these, and then I'll bring the other one. I didn't clean the silver on this. Now you can. I'm going to turn it so you can see it. This is blown. This is glass, and this is a little liquor decanter or, liqueur, whatever. And it's a beautiful emerald green color. So, Norma, can you just let me know if you did get that previous invoice? Because if you didn't, then I somehow messed up on your email. So I'm looking to see if you. So this is pretty. It's green, and you can see. Now, as I said, I have another one. I've got 2 of these. The other one, the green, is a little bit of a different color than this. Well, it's green. It's just, it doesn't match this one exactly. Okay, so this measures. Did you check that for me, Norma? Because I have to know that so I can get straight with you. So this one's 9 inches tall. And that silver will polish up. It will. Now, don't go, polish it lightly, and it will just jump right off of there. Trust me, I've had these before. I know what I'm talking about. You can polish that on there if you want to, and it will come up. But you certainly don't, it's not a requirement that you polish that. You could take a discreet nip out of that, couldn't you? You did not mess up. Okay, so that means you did get it. Okay, Norma, I'm just checking on you. Actually, I tell you what, if you win anything tonight, Norma, I'll just add to that. I'll just add to that invoice. Great. Okay, now I know. Yay! Let's count this one down, and then I'll bring the second one since I've got 2. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That's it on this one. Now I'll bring the second one, which is very similar. I don't say similar. I have a friend who does. Similar to that one, but not quite the same. See, they're not the same. But this one, oh, and I'm so sorry. These date, this would be a 1930s era item. This particular one. Well, both of them. So I don't know what I'm waiting. I'm waiting for somebody to speak, and no one is speaking because I have to look and see. Jenny got this one in this color green. Let me make sure. Oh, I should. Where's my team? Okay, Jenny got that one at 70. Jenny. All right, I'm gonna do the second one. We're gonna start the other one off at 15 as well. Am I missing anything? Thank you, Jenny. Thank you, everyone who placed a bid on it. The other one also starts at 15. It is similar. You were busy selling as soon as you were busy selling, so as soon as, oh, Norma, I'm fine. I just wanted to make sure that I didn't mess up your email address. Same size, same type of thing. We're going to start at 15 on this one. It's another decanter, and you can see it's got the silver decoration on it. It's just tarnished, but it's pretty. It is pretty glass. And this one is also green. These do not fluoresce under black light. This is really pretty as well. That's not a crack right there. That's part of the design that's been put on there with the silver overlay. And this one, like the other one, stands almost 10 inches tall. So I think we have an opening bid. We have a bid. We're at 20 now with Desert Crone, and I'll count this one down. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That's it. Oh, that would look nice with the little, and these came with little. They were little tiny. So that one goes to Norma at 21. Norma at 21. Norma, thank you. Hey, Norma, I'm still working on. I didn't film you. I should have, but I didn't ask your permission. I'm still working on my Ocean Grove compilation video. That's going to take me a while to do it, but I want it to look really nice and be well produced. So it's taking some time to do it. Norma, thank you for that. I appreciate it. Let's do. We'll see if anyone is interested in these at 25. I've got 2 Cosmos pattern. I don't even know how many people we've got here. 306. Woo! Yay! Starting at $25 because these are 3 light candlesticks. So 6 candle horse. Candle power. Candle horse. I was thinking horsepower. 6 candle power here. None of the bowls are cracked. Yes, Uncle Henry remembered to blow them out. And I love this pattern. It's called Cosmos. And I don't know, I just like it. And I think that this is, if I remember correctly, Jeanette. And I think this is something that Jeanette produced in the 40s. I've had these before. I like this pattern. My candlesticks are out of reach. So you have to use your imaginations. These look like unicorns? Where are you getting unicorn? I'm not seeing unicorn. Where's the unicorn part? You think they look like unicorns? Oh. No, candle horses do, silly. Okay, I'm not following that. But I can't see. Yeah, it does look like an owl. I see an owl. I don't see a unicorn. That's interesting that you see a unicorn. You see Manhattan. All right, I can see Russia from my house. I can see Philly from my house. Anyway, we'll count them down. I just love these. We'll count them down. I don't know where we are. I said candle horses instead of candle holders. I might have. Sometimes my denture grip doesn't do what it's supposed to do. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That's it. Huh? I need a voice in my ear telling me, no, that's not what they meant, or ignore that, or go read this. Marie. Okay, so the Cosmos Candlesticks. Hi, Mr. Rob. EMC. E equals MC squared. I see Norma at 27. I'd be sure to come and scream. Yes, I'm sure, D, that you would. So Norma got him at 27. Yay. All right, Norma. Thank you much. Thank you very, very much. 2 Fenton, tiny little Fenton Cruets in excellent condition. You get them both. They start at $24. You get them both. I don't know what you're supposed to do with them. They're tiny. They are, without the stopper, they're only 4 inches tall. They are unmarked. There's the stopper. There's the cranberry Cruets with the opalescent hobnail. And there's 2 of them. Now there's 3 of them. Aha, but wait. The white one comes in a minute. The 2 cranberries are coming together. Noodle styles. Oh, Noel styles. I thought it said noodle. Time to get your... I know I need a hearing aid, but I also need to get my glasses fixed. I need new glasses as well. But yeah, the condition on these is great. I hate being old and yelling at people to stop calling. What? Stop calling what? See, you're all talking about stuff that I don't know what you're talking about. You're not talking about this. You're talking about all this other stuff. So when I look, I'm like, what are they talking about? So don't get mad at me when I can't answer your questions. If I look down and I don't know what you're talking about. I'm not telling you that you're not allowed to talk about other things. But then you give me these capital letters. Scott, pay attention. I guess these, all right, Noel Styles has the high bid of 38, and I'm counting them down. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Mm-hmm. Thank you for a thumbs up. And thank you for suggesting the thumbs up and not another finger, and not a different digit. Is the stop in there yet? No, not yet. Oh, I'm ready for bed. I did not sleep last night. And I've never had like... Who are you side-eyeing? Patsy M at 55. Oh, Noelle, you just missed it. Where is it? Patsy M at 55. Okay, Patsy M at 55. Now, at $12, let's do that one. Same thing, same size, everything. Fenton, you know it. The handle is a little bit different on these. On this one, rather. So maybe this isn't Fenton, I don't know. Just a different mold. So it's just they're the same size, but the handle is a little bit different. So it could be a different mold, but this is nice. This is nice as well. And it's, yeah, this is a different mold because these are applied handles. And on this one, the handle is part of the mold. That's an applied handle. That's, yeah, same stopper. But anyway, so whether it's Fenton or not, I don't know. So this one, Elaine now has the high bid of 14. PA Buzzard is at 15. What do you do with these? I mean, that's not enough vinegar. In my house growing up, there were 3 condiments: salt, pepper, and vinegar. We put vinegar on everything, and to this day I do. If I see people pouring cheese on broccoli, ugh. Vinegar on broccoli, vinegar on French fries. Whiskey? Now how are you going to drink whiskey out of that? You're messing. 10, the high bid right now is 15, I think. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That's it on the cute little white, and it's got opalescent. I guess you could see that. I hope so. It's too late now. A lot of us put vinegar on. Yeah, it's vinegar is. I love that as a condiment, and I've got Cruet. I've got actually, speaking of Cruets, I've got Cruets coming up. Patsy M at 24, I think. If you'll just back us up on that, Jeffrey. Okay. Speaking of Cruets, let's do it. Cruet. I've got 2 early American patterned glass Cruets. I'm going to put them together in one lot. They don't match. They're not supposed to match. They're blown in a mold. They're beautiful. They're not damaged. Now, one of them is a little bit taller than the other one, so it's $16 for both of them. I will bring them in and let you see them closely. I just want to make sure that if you're new to old glass, you've got to get used to some of the inherent, what some people will say, oh, that's damaged, that's cracked, that's meh, but they're not. You'll see what's called a straw mark, which has nothing to do with straw. It just kind of looks like straw. So you may see, so the straw marks that you're seeing here, see, if I did this in a video, 5 people would say, that handle's cracked. Well, it's not. And you do get to learn the difference between what is a straw mark and an actual crack. So it's not a crack in the handle. The handle isn't compromised. It's not going to break. You can pick this up by the handle. So straw marks aren't damaged. But isn't that a pretty one? And a very nice stopper, which appears to be the original. Now, I'm looking at the pattern right here, and it is repeated here. See that? You see that little spot right there? Are you seeing it? That's also in the top. So that gives me an indication that it's the tops can wobble, but it looks like came with it. Here's the second one that comes with it. That one's also just absolutely beautiful. These are antique Cruets. Kathleen Workman has the high bid of 16, I think. And both Cruets would be absolutely lovely on your dining room table. So if there are no questions about them, and again, that whole EAPG, unless I look them up and I actually tell you what the pattern is, and I've got 2 pieces of EAPG, I'm going to tell you what the patterns are. Oh, Norma Roof just bid $1,209. Norma, I'm going to need a cashier's check for that. I'd like to be paid immediately. I'm playing. It was a typo. Yes, that's right, PA Buzzard. Norma wins at $1,209. Woo! Atlantic City, here I come. Atlantic City, here I come. I wouldn't know. If I had an extra $1,000, I'd give it to my mother. I would not go to Atlantic City. Let's count these down. Patsy M is at 35. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That's it. No, I'd go to Atlantic City to hear the organ, not to gamble the money away. I like those kinds of bids, Norma. Woo. Okay, did we do it? Did I count it down? Yeah. It's intermission time, but we're gonna plow through because I ran my mouth for 20 minutes at the beginning, and I don't want to keep you guys up till 10:30 at night. Patsy M at 38. We've all done it before, Norma. Oh yeah. Patsy M at 38. Hi, Patsy. Okay. Okay, I can't sell that because somebody told me to pull it from the auction tonight. And I can't sell that because somebody told me to pull it from the auction tonight. May I sell this, madam? There's nothing in this. I'm not drinking alcohol. This is the way I am. I do like a glass of wine now and then, but this is just, in fact, that's not, this is Coca-Cola. And there's ice in it. I know you're just kidding, but it's Coca-Cola with ice. I've got 4 plates. Now, these are depression glass. 4, there's no sugar in it. Sugar, okay. I'll do this at the end because I get this a lot because I am a high energy person. Sugar does not affect me. Caffeine does not affect me. Novocaine does not affect me. I am always on point. I'm always, woo! You can ask anybody who's around me at 6 o'clock in the morning, I'm like this. Okay? So you've got to understand that high energy people, it doesn't mean that we're taking a pill. It doesn't mean that we're drinking. It doesn't mean we're on sugar. It just means that some of us are just high energy. So I'm not annoyed. It's just that when you are high energy, you hear that a lot. Oh, he's had too much sugar. He's on caffeine. What is he drinking? And that's just not, I don't need any of that. This just comes, this is my temperament. So I'm not annoyed, but, just letting you know. Now, one of these has a tiny little chip in it, but these plates, these 4 pink plates are also Hazel Atlas. And the pattern is called Royal Lace. One little tiny chip, just one, but they're pink. I know it looks crystal because the lights kind of make it so that you can't see it. But let's measure them. They're almost 8.5, just under 8.5 inches. Wait, what? D. Yeah, S D. D, am I not like this at 6 o'clock in the morning? I get up at 6 o'clock in the morning. D and I are like, and you know, D is out there in her robe and it's dark and she's having her coffee. And I come in there, da, 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 right? Right, D? Am I right? She says, yes, sir. Anyway, they really are pink. Why is it? I can't get it to look pink. Did anybody bid? Now you can see, you kind of have to turn them sideways to see the pink. So Royal Lace, this was a pattern from the mid-30s, and I think it went into maybe 1942, so it's a mid-30s into the early 40s pattern. What bid? Oh, I didn't tell you where they start. Oh, I apologize. On the plates, if I didn't say, I thought I did, but I get $18. The 4 plates start at 18. And as I said, one has a tiny chip on the back side of one of the rims of it. So, you know, as with depression glass patterns, once you know the maker and the pattern, you know, you can collect it if you're interested in it. So pink Royal Lace, luncheon plates, pink depression. Okay, Christina has the high bid of 18, and I'm counting them down. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That's it. On the pink Hazel Atlas Royal Lace depression glass luncheon. Oh, you have the cups and saucers? You do, Joan? You don't want the plates? Did you bid? Why you don't want the plates, Joan? Ugh. Maybe she has them already. All right, the plates. Oh, Sandra Garcia bid $2,025. Too bad, Sandra. The high bid is the one you pay. Oh, I'm going to Atlantic City. I got $3,000 from Sandra and Norma. Oh, it was a typo? All right. Sandra got him at 25. Thank you, Sandra. Sandra. Okay. If you go to real live auctions, I hope some of you sit on your hands. She's more determined than Norma. I know. Never had the keypad. Well, you know, I see what I see on the screen. Hey, does anybody collect carnival glass? I've got an interesting piece for you here that you don't see every day. And this is a piece of Millersburg. Aha. Now, they weren't in business for very long. Before I give you the scoop, boop, boop, a doop, let me tell you that this is perfect. But the foot has a chip. Okay, if there has to be a chip, let it be on the foot. And that chip is there. Okay, so we see that. So it is damaged. You see that chip right there? All right. But the business is in good shape. This is Millersburg, and it's, I know, Karen, the Fentons, This one starts at $20, even though it's got that little chip on the bottom. Now I'm going to tell you about it, and then I'm going to share with you my reference. This is called the blackberry wreath. Blackberry wreath. You'll see a blackberry in the middle with 3 leaves. 1, 2, 3. There's a rare form of this with 4 leaves. This is amethyst. This is the color, and it's carnival. Now, there were two of the Fenton brothers had very different personalities from what I read, and they split. One brother said bye, and he went and John Fenton went and opened up. John Fenton was the founder of Millersburg, and they were only in business for a couple of years, 1909, I think, to 1911. That's like 2 years, 3 years. And then it changed names to something else, and then it poo-pooed out. So this company wasn't around for very long, Millersburg. So it's Carnival glass, and this is not one that you're going to just, necessarily find every day. My reference is this book right here. And I will pull it out, and I will read to you what it says. There is the bowl that I've got in my hands, Blackberry Wreath. In all the years I've been writing about glass, this pattern, along with its sister pattern of grape wreath and strawberry wreath, have provoked the most inquiry. Just remember that Blackberry Wreath also has a berry and leaves in the center of the design. Colors are typical for Millersburg, yeah. So anyway, but that's what this is. This is the Millersburg Blackberry Wreath. Again, they were only in business for a couple of years, founded by one of the Fenton brothers who didn't get along so much with his other brother. So if there are no other questions about this, and I'm delighted to have learned about this and brushed up on my Millersburg again. And thank you for letting me talk about it. It's 8.5 inches in diameter. The high bid I think is maybe 56. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That's it on the Millersburg Blackberry Wreath Amethyst Carnival glass bowl. Next up is a tried and true piece of Fenton, not nearly as old as that, because that was made between 1909 and 1911. Ooh, and this is heavy. The next piece I'm going to bring up to you. Okay, so the winner, Jeffrey says congratulations, but who? He didn't tell me who. It's Rhonda. Oh, he did. I'm sorry, Jeffrey. Rhonda at 65. Jeffrey, thank you. Rhonda at 65. 65. And yes, Rhonda, I did get your email about the delaying the shipping and all of that. So we should be good with that. You're welcome. You are welcome. And thank you everyone who placed bids on that. Carnival glass is fun to collect. This is starts at $20 and it measures 11 by 7.5. 11 by 7.5. This is a piece of Fenton, relatively new because it's marked, so it's made after 1971. Still ship it all ASAP. Okay. I'll do that, Rhonda. This is the Fenton Lotus pattern. And give me a minute here, everybody. Give me a minute. Gimme. Okay, this starts at $20. Yeah, it is chip. I already told you that. It's chip and crack free. Look at that look, isn't that pretty? Oh my gosh, Fenton. Now, there's no iridescence on this. It's kind of a frosty, and it is marked. Oh golly whiz, it's so tiny. There is a tiny Fenton right there. It's embossed. I don't know but whether you can see it or not. It's right there, and it is small, but it is Fenton. And you can see how pretty the base is. This is heavy glass. There's not a single chip or crack on it anywhere, and it is really pretty. And here's the inside of it. Isn't it, Randy? I'm very much attracted to this. Oh, you can see it. I'm so super glad that you can. Look at the outside of that bowl made by Fenton. I was not conversant with this piece until I bought it. And then I came home and I did some stuff, reading up on it, and just was very surprised to see. That is correct. It would have been made after 1971. But it doesn't have the Fenton in the oval. It's just got Fenton, and it's well, it might be in an oval. It's just very small. It is a very, very small Fenton mark. But I think it's absolutely beautiful. And it's heavy. So we will count down. I know we have a bid somewhere in there for the Fenton Lotus piece. Did I say Lotus or Lily? I believe it said Lotus. I think it's Lotus. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That's it. Oh, it's heavy. Get over there and stay there. And the Fenton goes to blub, blub, blub. Did it go to anybody? Did it go to anybody? What are we going to do next? I don't know. Elena Cunningham got it at 21. Elena, E-L-E-N-A, Elena, E-L-E-N-A, Cunningham. Well, I could go for some ham right now. What did I have for dinner? I just picked at stuff. All right. $19. Who collects Rose Point by Cambridge? Come on, let's speed it up. No chips, no cracks. It's beautiful. You already know what Cambridge Rose Point is because it's been around for a long time. One of the most popular patterns that Cambridge put out. This is a tall, elegant vase with the Rose Point pattern on it. And it stands 10.5 inches tall. And it starts at $19. It's beautiful. Now, if you don't collect Rose Point, maybe you still like what's considered the elegant depression glass of the 1930s and 40s. Those patterns were introduced in the 30s and 40s, and patterns like Rose Point by Cambridge, patterns like chintz by Falstoria. They continue those on sometimes as long as the companies existed. If the company existed into the 80s, they might still be making that pattern into the 80s. Now, when you say vintage, this pattern would have been introduced in the 30s. Cambridge would have had this in their catalog as long as Cambridge was around, because mothers would have it, then daughters would have it for their wedding, and they really sold this glass as long as they could. There's the rose point pattern in it. And elegant depression glass comes on the scene. This is acid etched, and this is what we see in the 1930s. Yeah. And then again, as I just said, if it was popular, they would make it in the 30s, the 40s, and they might even continue making it into the 60s and 70s if it was a very popular pattern. But I forget what year didn't Cambridge go out of business in the 50s? Am I remembering that right? Hazy went out in the 50s. I think Cambridge went out. Falstoria hung around. I don't remember. Somebody can look it up. It's very easy. Just Google when did Cambridge go out of business. But there's Rose Point. So it we don't have any Rose Point collectors. I guess we'll give it another second on the Rose Point. If not, we'll bring us to another sale. And Becky Leslie is in at 20, has the high bid of 20, and I appreciate that. Heidi, your bid came in. If you're interested, Heidi, your bid came in after Becky's, so we'll give it a second and we'll count it down. It's very thin. This is paper thin. If you collect or you know elegant depression glass, you know how thin it is. You know how thin it is. It's very, very, very thin. And this one is crystal clear, and it is just a beautiful piece of Cambridge Rose Point. Let's count it down. 10. The high bid right now is Becky Leslie at 20. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That's it. One long stem rose. Why not? All right, the Rose Point vase goes to Marie's Dollhouse Adventures at 21. Thank you, Marie. Marie Dollhouse Adventures. Okie doke. Thank you so much. Let's not do the buy cracky yet. Let's do $23. We've got a tea set here. Teapot, cup, and creamer and sugar. These are unmarked. Please, 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 please be careful when you Google image things. I'm not going to get on that soapbox again. One of my pastimes is Google imaging things and looking at all the different things that people, it's so funny. And I guess I'm saying that because anyway, no chips or cracks on this. It's in excellent condition. I love this color, and it's probably from the 30s. So there's the teapot. Here's the little cream and sugar. And I believe that this always was an open sugar. I could be wrong on that, but just using my experience, I believe that that sugar bowl probably did not have a lid, even though you see a lid on the teapot. Somebody asked me earlier if there was a strainer. There isn't. So, but there's no mark on the bottom of it. It's probably, yes, Sylvia, it's hysterical how much bad information is out there. In fact, I'm going to share, this was just laughable. Someone, I'm getting ahead of myself. We'll come back to that. But remind me to tell you what somebody, well, I don't want to embarrass anybody. I'm not saying I'm perfect. I'm not. I make mistakes every day, but I know better than to say I saw it on Pinterest and that's what somebody said it was. Saying all that because I don't know which American pottery company made it. And I love that. It is a pretty color blue. Philomena has the high bid of 28. It's nice, and it is chip-free, crack-free. It's looking very 30s, 40s, and frustrating at the same time. It is a light blue color. Yes, Randy, it's very pretty light blue color. And it's great. I found the cream and sugar sitting there on the shelf, and I had to, I don't know, 2 or 3 aisles down was the pot. And the pottery isn't crazed. So very pretty. It's cream and sugar and the little teapot. Huh? Yeah, Karen, I know. I did. It is fun. I did send it to Karen, and it's funny. And I'll tell you in a minute. Did I freeze? I don't think so. Let's count this down. Annie Loves to Sing has the high bid of 30 on the little periwinkle blue. Uh-oh, did I just name a color? I shouldn't have done that. I know better than to do that. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That's it. It's not stained. It's clean. I wash everything. I'd use this. And I didn't bring, well, okay. So the tea set, Scott, will you film at Columbus? Yes, so you better do your makeup that day. And she asked if she should do her makeup. I didn't say that. For those who can't see the chat, she said, should I do my makeup? Yeah, I'll film. I'll be there all month in October. Philomena got it at 35. It's on its way to Australia. Thank you, Philomena. You are welcome. Now, let's do this, since we're talking about this. So this is a celery. We talked about celeries. This one starts at $20, and it is chip and crack free. And it starts at $20. Celery vases were meant to display celery in this on the dining room table to show that you were a person of means in the Victorian era and you could afford celery. It's called, this is made by Westmoreland, and it's the old quilt pattern. No. United States glass, yeah. Wait a minute, where's my, yeah, old quilt. I know, hold on, Karen, because I said it wrong. United States glass, so the pattern, it is number 15030, also known as old quilt. No, wait a minute. Where is my, yes, you were gifted this celery. This one was introduced in the autumn of 1894. This one, I'm sorry, I'm U.S. glass number 15030, introduced in the autumn. You need an old quilt of 1894. And for kicks and jollies, I did a yeah, that's what that is. Right. That's the other piece I've got. That's this one here. This one's coming up. That one is the, I had two I see what I did. This is the US glass, isn't it? This is the Westmoreland old quilt. Yeah, I got my lines mixed up. Yeah, thanks, Karen. The other one is the rosette one. I haven't sold yet. I haven't brought up yet. I don't know why I got my lines kind of mixed up, but this is the Westmoreland old quilt, right? Yeah, but that's what this is, right? Anyway, somebody is selling this on eBay and they're calling it a mug on a stand. So watch out when you, and they also call it cut glass. This is not cut glass. It is not a mug on a stand. It's a celery. And, you know, the person didn't know, but, and I'm not making fun of the person. That's not what I'm doing. But what I'm saying is when there are erroneous listings, people then who don't do research or who don't study, they cut and they paste. And then it's all wrong. So my biggest fear in life, not really, is that I will say that something, I will call this a mug on a stand and I'll put it in eBay. And then from then on, I'm the one responsible for, like, all the listings from now on are wrong. But I got a kick. And that's the truth. And please, I'm not making fun of the person. I'm telling you, be careful when you say, oh, did you see the one on eBay right now? Yeah, I saw it. And it's not a mug on a stand, and it's not cut glass. It's a celery, and I'll count it down. Yes, Karen, thank you for reminding me. It was reproduced in the 70s with a flared, with a different rim. This is the antique, all right? And you got to know that. And I know that, and Karen just reminded me, and I appreciate that. Because Westmoreland was still in business. And they did it again in the 70s, but they changed the top of it. But that's the antique one. So shall I count it down? 10, 9, and you know, so when you see a piece of early American pressed glass, Karen and I can help you. Karen is more conversant with the site than I am, but you've really got to know your way around that website. It is excellent. It is thorough. And the information is correct. You can trust that site. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That's it. I think I wrote. Ooh. Okay, the apple set, the bi-cracky, the pink mixing bowl, the blackberry wine. The Westmoreland. I wrote everything down in my line and I got two lines converged when they shouldn't have. It's Karen Taylor at 27. Okay. On the celery. 27, Karen Taylor. On the celery. Now I'm going to do this one. This is the one I think I got. Karen, double check this for me, would you please, darling? Because I wrote all of this down and I got my lines. This is a covered, this might be the US, I think this is the US glass. It looks like a lollipop on the top because we talked about this earlier. Karen and I did. So this is an antique EAPG covered compote. And this one, double check that one for me, Karen, won't you? Because I think I got, as I said, my lines got mixed up. I'm giving Karen an awful lot of work to do tonight. She's going to call me when we're done and tell me off. No, she won't. This starts at $20, and this is fantastic. Starting at $20, it is an antique covered comport, and use it for whatever you would like to use it for. This thing is not chipped or cracked. We looked this up, and I looked it up. This is in the EAPG database, Roman circle or something like that. But anyway, there's the bottom of it. Is this the US? This might be the US glass one. Yeah, this one I think is the US glass number 15030. Introduced in 1894, and the celery was 1910, I think. I got those two flipped. So the lid fits on beautifully. I love this handle, which looks like a lollipop. Let me measure this. That's my fault for getting those lines mixed up. This one is as tall as 10 inches. This one is 10 inches tall. I'll hold it still. I just love this thing. Oh, and I would so much use it for candy. Christmas candy I'd use it for. I think Norma has the high bid of 27. And it's early American pressed glass. Yep, US glass. This is US glass number 15030, introduced in the autumn of 1894. Sorry, everybody. That one was the 1910 Westmoreland. If that makes a difference to anybody, please let me know and I can cancel your bid. I had my eyeballs didn't get in sync with my lines. Those red and white swirls would look great in it. Oh yeah, the candy, wouldn't it? I'm with you on that. So United States glass pattern number 15030. The reason I didn't write down Roman circle or whatever is I'm using the line number of the company. And you can find this on the Early American Pattern Glass website. It's there. I saw it. And it was introduced to the American market in the fall of 1894. My gosh. And to have the lid with the bottom and none of it is chipped or cracked. Through here, you're thinking one of these would be chipped. So we'll count it down. Every time I hear you say lollipop, my brain starts singing lollipop, lollipop. 10. The high bid is 38. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That's it. 1894. We're still going to get it all in by 10. It looks like it might be PA Buzzard. for 39. Thank you so much, PA Buzzard, at 39. I appreciate that a lot. Anybody interested in 6 mid-century tumblers? They start at $25. Now I've got 6 of them. What else can I say? They're not marked. They're probably Libby because they're not marked Culver. They're excellent. I'm only showing you 2, but what are these, highballs? But there are 6 of them. They're not chipped. They're not cracked. The gold is in excellent condition. I don't know if we have any mid-century folk here or not. I pay to hear people say finial, not knob or handle. 5.5 inches tall are these barware, mid-century barware. And there are 6 of them. That's one of those like teal, I don't know. That's that 60s, whatever it is, blue, green, you decide. So there are 6 of them. The gold is excellent. There's no mark on the bottom, and I'm not a mid-century person. So it's either probably Libby because I don't see any Culver mark on it. And a lot of times those are signed. 6 of them. $25 for the 6. The condition is excellent. We'll give it a second because I don't really do a whole lot of mid-century here, and I don't really bring in a big mid-century crowd. It's just not my era. I appreciate it. I'm just not knowledgeable in it. Okay, I don't think so. So we're gonna speed on here and put these down, but we'll give it another second. 6 of them for $25. Anybody? Any? No chips, no cracks, excellent condition. Norma has a high bid of 26. Are you sure, Norma? I wasn't twisting your arm. Elaine Marie at 27. Okay, well, we've got some bids, so we'll count them down. Remember, there are 6 of them. So if you like your mid-century barware, here you go. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That's it. Okey-doke. All right, we've got some more stuff. It's 20 of 10. I'm not finished yet. How many people are here? 297. 6 mid-century tumblers. Who's getting them? My ice melted. Elaine Marie at 30. Thank you, Elaine Marie. Elaine Marie at 30. Wonderful. I love this thing. I said I wasn't going to sell it, but I'm selling it because I am in the business and I can't keep everything. I love that. It is a piece of unmarked pottery. It's probably American made. It's $18. It's clearly from the 30s or 40s, and it's just under 7 inches tall. It's not chipped or cracked. It's not crazed. It has a beautiful shiny glaze, and the flowers are on both sides of it. And it's just telling us, hello, I was made sometime between 1935 and 1945. What's telling us that? The shape and the color. You learn colors, yeah. You learn shapes. Your eye is going to start to draw into eras, you know, yeah. And you just say that's a pre-war looking piece. That's a 70s looking, you know, you just get the idea of it. And again, there are no chips or cracks on it, and there's no mark on the bottom of it. It is lovely. I'm almost certain that it is a piece of American-made pottery. It probably had a paper label on it, a little foil label on it. It's a small vase. These handles are coming out in a very Deco 30s looking way. And those beautiful soft colors of pink and green and the soft white background. You see, in the 1920s, jewel tones, rich jewel tones. Think of the Persian carpets of the 20s. This is a softer palette. And we see that in the 30s, you know? Think about what was going on in the 20s, the energy of the 20s. And then think about what it was like in the 30s. And the designs changed and the color palettes changed. And it's a very 30s looking piece. Anyway, enough of that. I love it. It's beautiful. I hope you love it too. And I'm going to count it down. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That's it. Remember how we went from all the rich brown and gold, all those earth tones of the 70s, the folk music in the 70s and the earth tones. And what happened in the 80s? Wham! The culture changed. Yeah, wham. George Michael Wham. And all these big fluorescent, it was almost like the 1920s all over again in the 80s. Bold colors, very different from the palette that was popular in the 70s. Yeah. Well, the same thing is true when we went from the 20s into the 30s. Things changed. Now there I am running my lips. Jenny Mac got it. Let me see here. Hold on, Jenny. Jenny got it at 50. Congratulations, Jenny, and thank you. And thank you. Oh, and thank you everyone who placed bids. That reminds me, Jenny, are you still there? Jenny, I held up a green Vitrock Anchor Hocking Lotus bowl. Are you the one to which I sold all those other pieces? If you are, then that green one is yours. I'll just throw it in there because I just found that like 3 days after are you the one that bought those? Tell me yes or no. And do you want that green one? And if it is, I'll throw it in the box for you. You am. She says, I am. You am, you is. Okay. Well, that's yours because I forget. It was a mixture of plates and bowls, but I didn't have everything. Okay. So let me remind myself that green Lotus thing is, I'll toss that in your box because that should go with that set. You are more than welcome. I love this thing because it reminds me of EAPG. That side does. Look how blackberry wine, $14 on this. No stopper. 14. Thank you, Karen. 14. Look at that label. Now, I'm going to turn it all the way around. I've had this before, but without the label. Doesn't that look like old EAPG? It sure does. But that label is looking very 1930s, kind of, sort of, 30s or 40s. And I'll read it to you. It says, Madeira's supreme brand. Since 1914, American blackberry wine fermented with excess sugar. And I can't read the rest of it. It's too small. Produced and bottled by the Madeira Bonded Wine and Liquor Company of Baltimore, Maryland. 16% alcohol, blah, 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 blah. So I love that label that's still on there. You seeing it? Isn't that neat? What bowl? You'll purchase what bowl as well? What bowl are you talking about, Jenny? I love this little thing. Huh? Oh, my great-grandmother, who I knew very well, she was an old Pennsylvania farm girl born in the 1890s, and I knew her when I was a boy. I never knew that she liked to take a little in the evenings, but her son, my great uncle, told on her and said, "You know, your great grandma, she loved her blackberry wine at night." I said, "Oh, I didn't know that." She wasn't on the Methodist teetotaling side. Well, you know, farm work was not easy in them days. I'm sure it isn't easy in these days. So you know what, old grandma, great grandma, you have your little blackberry wine in the evening. And I often, I'm not selling you that lotus ball. I'm giving it to you, Jenny, but that was kind of you. Thank you. What did I pay for it? $2? Oh, come on. I'm not charging you for that. Yeah, she had a cruet. She had a cruet next to her bed. She probably did, you know, for medicinal purposes only. And you know what? Also, Uncle Harold told me, that my great-great-grandfather, because in those days they lived in the same house, my great-great-grandfather would go to the basement every morning and have a mug of hard cider every morning. What type of stopper? You can look this up online and you'll see there was a glass stopper in it. And anyway, that's the father of the woman who drank the blackberry wine. Anyway, enough of my old Pennsylvania farm people stories. Count this down. 10. And I'm sure they made their own hard cider on the farm. Sure they did. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That's it. It probably did warm his bones. And that was my great-great-grandfather who died in the 30s. So I obviously didn't know him. He was born before the Civil War. But my great uncle knew him, because in those days you kept the old folk in the house, in the old farmhouse with you. So it's neat that I have all those stories. I bet you do too. And you should write them down. Look at me telling you what you should do. Okay, who gets that? That goes to Glenn. Close. No. Glenn. Glenn. And I know you, Glenn. I know you've bought before. N-O-C. Wait a minute. E-R-A. Yeah, Glenn. It probably had a cork type of a stopper in it. It would have to, wouldn't it? Or I'm so sorry. I need to go to bed. Or the wine would leak out of it. And it's wine, not brandy. This says blackberry wine. I don't know the difference between wine and brandy. Okay, $23. It's about 10 of 10. We're almost there. $23. The salt and pepper shaker. One of the corks is missing. The salt and pepper shaker. And the sugar bowl. Now, this isn't the same set that I sold in a drop sale a couple days ago. It's another set that I found. You're welcome, Glenn. So excellent condition, salt and pepper. Who made these? Hall? I can't remember. So we're missing one cork, but there's the apple salt and pepper. So 40s, 50s. You know that this was in so many kitchens. And then there was the big cookie jar. You know the big cookie jar? So this is the little, I'm saying sugar, but probably sugar. But believe it or not, people put grease. There were grease jars back in those days too. This was probably for the table for sure, because there were big sugar bowls then. Anyway, there's the apple. So this isn't the cookie jar. And then the 2 salt and pepper shakers. So let's wrap this sale up tonight. We've got a couple more items and then we can go to bed. The 3 apple set, did I tell you it starts at $23? Becky Leslie jumped in at $23. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. So no chips, no cracks. The paint on this is good. You know, there are a few little lines here and there. Salt and pepper. So this can sit on your table like that. Okay, you're all talking about the different types of drinks and things that people made. Are there any other? So Beck, no questions on this. Becky has the high bid of 23. We'll count this down. If anybody else is interested, please jump in. Don't be shy. Just jump right in. If you have a bid, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. Jeffrey, you're going to have to read my lips because I don't want to put these down to do the fingers. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That's it. Now I'll put them down and we'll see who is going to get the set. The 3-piece apple set sold for $23 to Becky Leslie. Thank you, Becky. I've got a pink mixing bowl for $12. It is pink. It is not amber. It is not yellow. It's pink. And that one is chip and crack free. And that's the 9.5-inch bowl. And that starts at $12. And it is pink. 9.5 inches on the pink 1930s mixing bowl. It does. I washed it. I guess I probably need to wash it again. Yeah. Whoever gets it, if somebody wins it, get a scrubber and go into the grooves. I didn't do that very well. But it is chip free and crack free. Not too many scratches on it. And it is from the 30s. This is the 9.5-inch bowl. So this may be one that, so we're back here now with this glass and this, so we're looking at this mixing bowl with the rolled edge. And Hocking and Federal and Hazel Atlas, they all made mixing bowls, as you know, for the kitchen in the 1930s. PA Buzzard has a high bid of 12. I'm going to count it down. Again, it's pink. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That's it. That's the only pink thing we've had tonight. Well, pink, you stink. No, we had those pink plates. I forgot. All right. We're going to put that bowl down. Let's see where that goes to. And then I'm going to try to see if we have any interest in this by Cracky set, which is pink as well. And it's a set of 4. And I don't think there's any damage on this too. It's PA Buzzard at 12. All right, PA Buzzard gets the mixing bowl at 12. P-A-B-U-Z-Z. Okay, thank you, PA Buzzard. Let's take a look at the, this starts at $24, Karen, $24. And you will receive 4 Ellie Smith Pink by Cracky sherbets with their underpants. Now, underplates or liners. These fit perfectly here. Now, were these saucers and the cups are gone? Could have been. Remember, not all saucers had teacup rings. Some of them do, some of them don't. But this is the same pattern. And Ellie Smith, this came in green, amber, crystal, pink. I've never seen it in blue. Have I seen it in yellow? I can't remember. But I see it in pink and green. And it's a pattern that came out in the late 20s. When they had what was called a luncheon set. But it's all here. Well, when I say all here, 4 of the what we're going to call underplates for the sherbets, 4 of them. And 1, 2, 3, 4 of the sherbet cups. And what's really neat, I'll tell you what's neat. And if you'll hold the line, I'll be right back. I am coming right back. Don't go anywhere. Did I take those downstairs? No, I didn't. Hold on. Hold the line. Because I want to show you, now you don't get these because I don't have enough of them. That is a green by Cracky plate by L.E. Smith. Look what you can do. And you already know what I'm going to do. Put the pink on top of the green if you want to, and you can create a watermelon set. So you will find this, and it's wonderful to mix the pink and the green. So whoever wins this, I'm going to be grabbing as much green as I can, and I've got some green. I just don't have enough of it to really sell it to you. Enough is enough. Count it down. So it's 8 pieces, 10. And I think this pattern is like 1927 into the early 30s. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That's it. These glow, don't you know? Okay, the by Cracky. Oh, by gosh, by Cracky. Charlotte Hood. Ooh, I didn't break them. I did not break them. Black base. There's the stop. Scott, you want to check that? Scott, you want to check what? Jenny, what? Up. You have to give me more. I don't know what you mean up. They're gone. What you talking about? Jenny, were you trying to bid 130 or were you trying to bid 30? Let's let Jenny answer. Hold on, everybody. That's way too much anyway, Jenny. I'm not selling them to you for 130. That's too much. Hold on, everybody. If you'll just hold your comments, let's see if Jenny meant. Just hold on, everybody. Hold on. Hold the line. Love isn't always unkind. Whoa, whoa, whoa. I can sing, but I can't sing that. She's gone. She's out. Something happened. Okay, I can't. I'm sorry, Jenny. I can't do anything about it. So we're gonna have to let them go to. Wait a minute. Let me back up. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Whoever it was before that. Will you? Because my screen. Okay, I don't have to explain this because of the way my screen is. Will Karen and Old Hadley go and tell me who the winner was, the high bidder before. Please let the moderators do it. I know you want to help everybody, but you've got to let our moderator. Thank you. Charlotte Hood, or yours at 25. I know you want to help everybody, but if you let the moderators do it, it goes much easier. So I think that was a mistake with Jenny. Yeah, it's hood at 25. Okay. It's off. Oh, there's Jenny. Okay. Jenny, I was not going to let you bid $130 for them anyway. I knew that was a mistake. That had to be a mistake. So Charlotte were you getting booted and stuff or something? Did something happen? Charlotte at 25. Hood. Got to sign off. Oh, bingo. Okay. Susan. I only have one more thing, and I know it's after 10 o'clock. I've got one more item. That's it, just one. And thank you, Susan. Charlotte Hood, we got you the Bicracky set at 25. Nope. There you got them, Susan. Let's keep it rolling. This is the last one I have. I love this thing. And that's nice of you. That is nice. That is nice. This is 12 by 12. And it's 12 by 12 and it stands 2.5 inches off the table. This starts at $20. It's a center bowl with wheel cut flowers on it, as can be seen, and it's got its own black base attached to it. Now, not attached to it; it's all one mold. But in the factory, this was painted black. So this is the way a crafter didn't do this. Trust me, I know. I have handled 1920s and 30s glass for the last 40 years, and this is factory paint. And it's on there to elevate it and, you know, just give it the look of it being on a black glass base. And so candlesticks would go with it, which I don't have any to go with it. It's not scratched. It's beautiful, clear glass. And this would date to the 30s as well. You're speechless? What happened? Oh, about this? This has you speechless? Norma has a bid of 22. So here's the etching. The wheel cutting, not acid etched. And the black glass, the colored black glass on the bottom. So we'll count this down. It is a cool piece. I like it as well. Let's count this down. This last piece, we'll count this down, and then that'll be the end for the night. 10. It would, Norma. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That's it. I don't. Every now and then, I do see them with the base as part of the mold. Every now and then, I do see them, but I don't see them that often with the bases that are colored like that. It's done. So that looks like maybe Sandra Garcia at 35. Let's wait and see, because a couple bids came after. So we'll let Jeffrey hit the refresh button, and he'll tell us who we get. And Sandra at 35. Thank you, Sandra. Thank you, everyone who placed bids. Wait, NPU? What's NPU? I don't know those acronyms. NPU? I don't know what that means. Anyway, thank you. Now let's do the thank yous. Thank you to the new folks that we had tonight. We had a couple of new people here. CC was new, I think. I don't know. Maybe I did know CC. And we had 300 folks here. No, I'm not selling I don't know in the earlier video if I said I was selling those. And I don't think I said that I was, but they're not for sale tonight. They're not even, I don't even know where they are. I think I already took them to the basement, but I'll bring them to another sale, Rhonda. I had 2 matching EAPG bowls that I showed in a haul earlier today, and I don't think I said I was selling them tonight. If I had, I apologize, and that you were sitting up all night waiting for that. But I will bring them to another sale. I absolutely will, Rhonda. Thank you, Jeffrey, for your help. Thank you, Karen, for your help. And everyone else who was here, I really appreciate it. And I appreciate all of you. Monday nights are, good grief, how long have we been doing this on Monday nights? Almost 3 years, I think. Oh, I've got some stuff to tell you. Okay, before we sign out, there should be a shop along. There's a video today that I put out, Front Porch Thrift Haul. There will be a video tomorrow. Vinny and Scott go shopping. That was when he was here. Thank you, Sylvia. I'm working on the Ocean Grove compilation video. I happen to know Scott just reached my 1-year anniversary here. Your video, your channel is a year old. I thought you started it last January. Anyway, what was I telling you? I talked to Heather. She went to the Phillies game tonight with her son. They're not having a sale tomorrow night. They aren't. So I am going to have a drop sale tomorrow night. And it will drop. Let me write this down. It will drop tomorrow night at 8 p.m. Eastern. You heard it first here. So a drop sale is pre-recorded. We can't talk to each other because it is pre-recorded. And it will be live and not live. It'll be published so that you can see it at 8 o'clock tomorrow night. I'm still doing invoices tomorrow morning for tonight's sale. For bookkeeping purposes, I keep all of my invoices separate from sale to sale usually. So, but that will be tomorrow night at 8 o'clock here. And if I decide to continue to thank you, Virginia. If I decide to continue to do more drop sales, I'm going to figure out a way to incorporate them into the schedule so that you'll know when they're. The ones I've been doing recently, they just pop up, you know. And so it may be that I do 2 a month, but I haven't decided yet. So anyway, so there'll be a drop sale tomorrow night at 8 o'clock. And these invoices will go out tomorrow morning. So thank you so much. If you're still if you're still, and I know a lot of you are still waiting for things, it's in the mail. Some of it didn't go out until I got back home again. And depending on which service I choose, they can be fast or slow. Also, depending on how far away you live from a distribution center of the United States Post Office. That has something to do with it too. But anyway, that's it for now. Thank you so much, everyone. I am signing out. So until we meet again, wait for the cat. Thank you, everyone, and have a good night. So long for now. Bye-bye. Good night. Oh, I have to turn this thing off. It's done. Bye.